咁你早走我就 record 佢先，等我一陣啊，好快啊。
Turn paper 21, paper 3, part A. Situation.
OK 嘛？聽唔聽到？清唔清楚
聽到。
？OK 好，咁我哋高位係啦。咁咧就記住，你做嘅時候要好 sharp，同埋咧就係話有幾樣嘢咧，因為咧去到考試嘅時候咧，去 task three、task three、task four 咧有機會，即係佢嗱，即係個情況咁樣嘅。我之前冇乜咁講過嘅，就係話佢 task one、task two 咧點解係淺啲咧？因為係比較係 practical 啲嘅，即係譬如講一啲 steps 嘅嘢啊，講一啲即係通常比較上係點講啊daily life 啲嘅嘢啊，講時間日期啊嗰類嘢嘅。去到 task three、task four 咧，去越後嘅 task 咧，佢講嘢比較抽象。同如果你遲啲要考 如果你想考 IELTS 係一模一樣 situation 嘅越後咧嗰啲嘢越抽象講啲嘢比較概念式啊、學術式嘅嘢嘅咁樣咁所以咧就要小心呢樣嘢。OK 得唔得？咁所以一定睇後邊先睇前邊OK 好，開始。
Cafe Aroma is an independent coffee house. Its owners and baristas are planning to make their business more environmentally friendly. You will hear several conversations related to this subject. In part A, you will have a total of 4 tasks to do. Follow the instructions in the question answer book and on the recording to complete the tasks. You will find all the information you need in the question answer book and on the recording. You now have 2 minutes to familiarize yourself with tasks 1 to 4. Task 1. Francis, Jean and Tommy, the coffee house owners, are discussing the possibility of incorporating several green practices into their business. Listen to the discussion and write the information in the spaces below. One has been provided as an example. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 1 minute to tidy up your answers.
Morning, Jean. Morning, Tommy. Shall we start our meeting now?
Morning. Before we start, I'll quickly make myself an espresso. Just a small cup, of course. Do you want one, Francis? Jean?
Yes, please. I'm in desperate need of caffeine right now.
Oh, you're not alone. Tommy, I want one too. Thanks. While you're making us coffee, I'll jump into what we have to discuss today. Now, we have to come up with some green practices that will make the daily operations of Cafe Aroma more environmentally sound. I was wondering if we could follow the trend of encouraging customers to bring their own tumblers when ordering their coffees. A lot of coffee shops have adopted this scheme, hoping to encourage their customers to use fewer disposable cups.
Totally, Francis. Disposable cups are such a burden to the environment. We can go for that. We have to give customers with their own tumblers a discount on their coffee purchases too. Does $2 sound all right? Or shall we make it $4?
I think a $2 discount will be enough. After all, our coffees aren't highly priced in the first place. I guess we could also offer these customers a stamp along with the discount. With a certain amount of stamps, they would get a reward of some sort. This should keep them coming back with their tumblers.
Good idea, Francis. Here's your espresso.
Thanks.
For the reward, how about collecting 15 stamps to get a free drink?
Thanks, Tommy. Yes, 15 sounds like a good number.
Great. So we have the tumbler scheme settled. On my way here, I came up with another green measure, which is not providing straws on certain days of the week. Say, Fridays and weekends. These are the days when most customers visit our coffee house. I just think that using straws is a lazy habit and simply unnecessary. What do you guys think?
That sounds awesome. No straw days. If this works, I think we can do it every day. We throw out too many disposable items like plastic straws every single day. This has got to stop.
True, but I do have one concern. What if some customers depend on straws to drink? Shall we make exceptions?
Well, how about we don't provide straws unless requested? This would give more flexibility to our measure and not exclude people who may have trouble drinking.
Good thinking. Let's do that. I'll tell our baristas to put away the straw holders on Fridays and weekends and give out straws only when someone makes a request.
In addition to our no straws scheme, how about introducing eco-friendly products into our operations? We could start using takeaway products made of recyclable materials, for example. Then, as we hand out our coffee cup sleeves and straws, we are performing an eco-friendly act.
In addition, we have to remind customers to manage their waste. Perhaps we could put up signs for this purpose. Sometimes, the coffee house gets extremely messy during peak hours.
I take your point. Let's make some clear signs later then. Apart from having signs, I think we should also put a recycling bin in the coffee house. That way, customers can sort out their own rubbish and we can help reduce the waste sent to landfills.
All right, we've settled on all the green measures. Let's decide how we should let our customers know about our new policies. As you know, I've recently bought a new chalkboard to write our menu on. So, to promote our new coffees and dessert items, as well as to publicise our new green policies, we can update the chalkboard menu. By doing so, we are being eco-friendly, as we are not putting up printed posters.
Sounds good to me. We can also update our social networking pages to tell our customers about the new policies. Updating our pages is a cost-effective promotional method as it costs next to nothing. Having good, up-to-date content on our pages helps build brand image at the same time. I can help with the updating.
Good idea, Jean. I can help you with that too.
Thanks a lot, Tommy.
Then I'll update the chalkboard menu. Now we have discussed everything for today, let's get to work.
That is the end of task 1. You now have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 2. Tommy is now talking to Suki and Willis, two full-time baristas at Cafe Aroma, about the introduction of a new cup lending scheme. There are 3 parts to Task 2. In Part A, Tommy shows them a sample Eco Cup. In Part B, Tommy explains how the cup lending scheme works. In Part C, Suki and Willis ask Tommy for more details about the scheme. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Part A. Complete the text. Write 1 or more words in each gap.
Hello, Suki and Willis. As I mentioned last week, we're going to introduce a new cup lending scheme at Cafe Aroma as a way of reducing waste and raising awareness about green practices among the general public. When customers come in for takeaway drinks, they will be able to choose between single-use, disposable paper cups or eco cups. I've just got my hands on a sample eco cup. Look how it's designed.
Wow, it looks very light. What is it made of?
It is made of organic bamboo fibres. That's why it is light, yet also durable, since bamboo fibres are very tough and strong.
I see. I suppose they break down easily too, when they are thrown away, don't they?
Yes, they aren't harmful to nature since they break down in the earth 1 year after being thrown away. Also, the lid and sleeve of this cup are heat resistant as they are made of silicon. It's a very popular cookware material nowadays. It's also non-toxic, making these reusable eco cups a safe and eco-friendly alternative to conventional takeaway paper cups.
They do look like a worthy investment for someone who buys and drinks coffee regularly. But how do people wash these cups? The same way they would wash regular coffee mugs and tumblers?
That's right. These cups are great for coffee lovers since all their parts can be put in the dishwasher.
How convenient. I definitely want one myself. Part B. Complete the flowchart.
We are planning to use these eco cups in our new cup lending scheme. As the scheme will be unfamiliar, allow me to briefly explain how everything works.
Sure, thanks, Tommy.
Good. Firstly, when customers order a drink, they can ask for an eco cup. Customers will need to wash the cup after finishing their coffee. We hope to educate them about being considerate when using these cups and emphasize the importance of protecting our environment.
Oh, so what happens after they wash the cups? Do the cups then belong to the customers forever?
Well, I wouldn't put it that way. After that stage, customers will return the cup to the shop. We will then give them some options to choose from as a reward for their actions.
What are the options?
There are 2 of them. First, they can get a refund of $3 if they return their cup, or they can choose the second option of enjoying a $3 discount on the next cup of coffee they buy. It is as simple as that.
I see. So they either get a refund or they can enjoy a discount on their next drink.
Yes.
Wow, I must say this scheme sounds really innovative. I can't wait to be part of this green movement. Part C. Listen to the trio's discussion and answer the questions. Please note, you do not have to answer in full sentences.
Let me move on to introducing some more details of this cup lending scheme. Just like any other tentative scheme, there should be a trial period to check if everything works. We are hoping to test this scheme for 1 month. You are most welcome to express your thoughts on how we could improve the functioning of the scheme at any time. Talk to customers in the coming month and collect their feedback as well.
Sure, Tommy. We will let you know if we encounter any problems.
Oh, Tommy, I just came up with a scenario. What if a customer brings in a dirty eco cup? Do we still serve him or her coffee?
Well, we still have to serve it, of course, but before pouring a signature coffee into the cup, we will have to quickly wash it with some warm water.
Okay, I see. I do hope our customers will wash their own cups before coming back to our coffee house, though.
Oh, I've got a question too. What if someone brings in a damaged eco cup?
Good question, Suki. We have thought about that too. If the eco cup is not in a good condition, we will definitely have to charge a replacement fee. That's the easiest way to do it, isn't it? It is also important for us to remind the customer to use the new cup carefully. After all, we are aiming to produce less waste. So, after learning about the cup lending scheme, what do you two think about our new green policy?
I think that the scheme will definitely help reduce waste. We will be handing out fewer disposable cups in the long run, and this is a good thing for the environment. What do you think, Willis?
Well, I think the scheme sounds feasible too. Since we will be using less takeaway cups, I think it will lower running costs to a great extent too. In fact, we will be spending less on buying coffee cups and helping save the environment at the same time.
Great. Then we shall go ahead with our plan.
That is the end of task 2. You now have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 3. The cup lending scheme has been implemented for 2 weeks. Francis is now interviewing a customer to find out his opinions on the scheme and the products and services offered by Cafe Aroma. Listen to the interview and fill in the missing information in the spaces provided. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 1 minute to tidy up your answers.
Hello there. My name is Frances, and I'm one of the owners of Cafe Aroma. I'm sure you have noticed that our coffee house has implemented a new cup lending scheme for takeaway coffees. We are now collecting customer opinions on our scheme and services to see what needs improving. Can I have a few minutes of your time?
Certainly, I'm happy to help. What do you need to know?
Well, firstly, may I have your name, please?
Sure, my name is Kenny Chan.
All right, Mr. Chan. I'd like to know how you learnt about our cup lending scheme.
Oh, that's simple. My friends who are regular customers at your coffee house told me about this innovative project. I must say it's a really good way of helping conserve resources. My mother is a supporter of your scheme too.
Why, thank you. I'm very pleased to hear that. May I know how often you visit us?
I come here every other day during my working week. So, I'd say maybe 3 times a week? Yes, that's about right.
Got it. I think it's accurate to say that you are familiar with how our scheme works, aren't you?
I guess you could say that.
Great. So, what do you think the advantages of this scheme are?
Well, I think these eco cups are well designed. They're sturdy but don't weigh much, and I like the shape. You see, this cup fits in my hand quite well. I also think that the scheme is convenient for people who don't have their own tumblers. Often, I'm in a hurry to leave for work and accidentally leave my coffee tumbler at home. I think this scheme is great for people like me. Besides, reusing coffee cups is better than recycling single-use cups. You are stopping wasting resources in the first place.
Thank you for your compliments. I agree that reusing is better than recycling. Now, may we know how we could improve our scheme too?
The other day, I wanted a large-sized coffee, but there simply weren't any bigger cups available. So I had to walk away with a medium coffee instead. I guess Cafe Aroma could make sure they offer more sizes of Eco Cup.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, we should consider having eco cups of different sizes.
Also, I think you could put up some signs to promote the scheme further. It's a really well thought out scheme, and more people should be aware of your work helping the environment.
That's a very good idea, Mr. Chan. I'll note it down.
One more thing. How about extending the Eco Cup due date too? I'm asking on behalf of my friend actually. He just doesn't want to return the cup he has in a rush.
These are good points. I shall discuss them with my staff. Thank you for your ideas. Would you mind rating our scheme too? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, what do you think of our scheme?
The scheme is great, but there is still room for improvement. I guess I would rate it as a 7 for the time being. I hope you will continue to improve it in the days to come.
Thank you so much. We will work hard and strive for excellence. One last question. What do you think of our baristas?
Well, they are friendly and energetic. It seems that they enjoy what they are doing and connecting with customers, which is amazing. Also, they are willing to share their coffee knowledge. I learnt a lot about my cup of coffee after talking to one the other day. Oh, speaking of drinks, I do find that the hot drinks are sometimes not hot enough. One time, I ordered a hot chocolate for my son, but he was served a cup of slightly warm chocolate instead. Lastly, they could offer more low-sugar drinks. You know how people nowadays want to eat and drink healthily. I think it would be great if your coffee house sold some more beverages that contain little or no sugar, as well as coffee, I mean.
I see. Thank you for the feedback. I will be sure to deliver your thoughts to our baristas. That's all the questions I have. Thanks for your time once again.
That is the end of task 3. You now have 1 minute to tidy up your answers. Task 4. Jean and Tommy are listening to a podcast interview with Amanda Jones, a famous food blogger. Listen to the interview and answer the questions below. Please note you do not need to answer in complete sentences. You now have 30 seconds to study the task. At the end of the task, you will have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to The Scoop, keeping you in the know about what's trendy. Today we have invited famous food blogger Amanda Jones to share some insights from the blogging industry with us. Welcome, Amanda.
Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Now, Amanda, I know you frequently post pictures and write blog posts about the delicious meals you've enjoyed. Can you share with us what you've got up to recently?
Well, you know how challenges of different types are really popular these days. There are all kinds of them, and to make sure I don't miss out, I have taken on one too. It's a 30-day zero food waste challenge.
Oh, wow. So I assume you can't waste any food for a month once you've taken on the challenge.
That's right. The challenge is pretty self-explanatory. I decided to take on this challenge because I think that social media influencers should play a bigger part in raising the public's environmental awareness.
That's a good reason to do it, Amanda. With your online following, it's very thoughtful of you to utilise your platform and weigh in on meaningful causes, such as promoting environmental awareness. But what triggered you to join a campaign like this? I can't picture you as a food waster in the first place.
Why, thank you. But actually, I will have to disappoint you. In fact, I think I was definitely a food waster when I started writing my food-themed blog posts. Back then, I ordered far too much food every time for the sake of my blog content. I was never able to finish all that food on my own. I felt so bad at times. Then I started taking my friends with me whenever I visited a restaurant for my blog. Together, we could finish what was on the table.
And they got to try out new restaurants thanks to you, too. You should invite me on your next foodie adventure. I'd love to help out with clearing dishes of yummy stuff.
Totally.
Great. Anyway, now that you've become a dining expert, do you have any preferences when choosing where to eat?
Well, I tend to choose restaurants and cafes that are more environmentally conscious, meaning their operating practices are eco-friendly.
I'm glad to see that more and more eateries care about what they are doing to the natural world and are changing their ways for a greener future. In your experience, why do you think more shop owners have become environmentally conscious?
I think firstly, going green is a trend right now. By telling your customers that your restaurant or cafe is eco-friendly, it helps you stand out from the crowd and makes you look more sophisticated. Apart from being part of a trend, a lot of green practices can actually help lower costs. With such practices, you can often save resources like water and electricity, live with less packaging materials, and make better decisions when it comes to your food choices. Being eco-friendly has a lot to offer, I must say.
That's very true, Amanda. When restaurants are run using green practices, this can influence their employees and diners, helping them to make better decisions that help conserve nature. I have heard that some eateries now implement a special scheme for managing food leftovers to maximise their efforts towards helping the environment.
You're right. In the past, some restaurant managers used to ban their employees from eating or taking leftover food home. They would rather throw away perfectly edible food. Now, many restaurants and cafes allow staff members to take leftovers home. This way, less food is wasted and it doesn't cost the owners anything. When not everything is taken away by staff members, the extra food is usually donated to food banks.
Oh yes, I know that food banks like Food for Change are currently cooperating with local restaurants to distribute food to the needy. It doesn't take a lot to be philanthropic. Everyone can do their bit. Now, I see that your most recent blog post is about how choosing better types of coffee can benefit our planet. Can you tell us more about how exactly our choices benefit the globe?
Well, you know I am a huge fan of coffee. I drink copious amounts of it every day, so it's important for me to go green with my coffee drinking habits. To help our damaged earth, I usually visit coffee houses that sell fair trade coffee. Not only is fair trade coffee better for coffee farmers and the coffee industry generally, but more importantly, it benefits the ecosystem, maintaining sustainable production. Even when you make your coffee at home, you can go green by reusing the coffee grounds. For example, replace insecticides with coffee grounds as they help repel insects in your home. Using them is a natural approach to pest issues. In addition, you can place used coffee grounds in your refrigerator as they help absorb odours.
Really? Does it really work?
Yes, you don't have to spend money on those deodorizers when you've got some used coffee grounds. Simply put the coffee grounds in a small bowl and place the bowl in the back of your refrigerator.
I see. Sorry, please continue.
No problem, will do. Last but not least, you can use coffee grounds as a natural cleaning product. I've used them to scrub the gaps between my bathroom and kitchen tiles, and it works wonders.
Wow, these are good suggestions. I see you've become a jack of all trades. Everyone, now you know what to do next time you finish making a cup of coffee.
You are too kind. With social media, I just think that we can all learn to do something extra for Mother Nature. That's why I constantly share green tips on my blog.
Got you. Social media does play a huge part in encouraging people to be more aware of the environment.
Exactly. More than that, I think social media provides a platform that unites people who care about the environment. You can follow and meet people on social media pages that advocate environmental protection. Who knows, you might even form a social group with the people you meet online and organise activities that help the Earth to recover from previous human activity. Sometimes it may take a while to reap the benefits, but that's okay. Though what you do may seem like tiny drops in the ocean, don't lose hope. Remember, small changes can make a big difference.
That's very accurate, Amanda. Each and every one of us should make small changes to our daily lives to help the environment. Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you, Amanda, for stopping by, and thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week.
That is the end of Task 4. You now have 3 minutes to complete your answers to Task 4 and to tidy up all your other answers.
OK，你tidy up finish send 俾我，make sure 咧，嗱呢兩個 OK 嘅，我知 OK 嘅，但 make sure 唔好有任何嘅 tiny mistakes，譬如話唔記得寫翻個字。即係我見好多時學生都係唔記得寫翻個字或者即係啲好濕碎嘅錯誤，就導致你失分。出現你 send 俾我，我即刻幫你改完就即刻對。 我覺得呢個 topic 幾好啊，OK 幾 realistic 啊。有陣時有啲 listening 嗰啲 topic 好 artificial 啊，夾硬好似做出嚟，呢個幾 realistic 幾好呢個。不過就相對比較 predictable 啲咯。啊，好 r 見到啦，等我整埋啲嘢先，我開定嗰個 answer 先。All right, let's see。我想問同學知唔知咧，有個字咧喺 Task One 裏邊咧，喺對於 native 嘅 English speaker 成日串錯嘅，知唔知咩字啊？native 我講係成日錯嘅，我再強調係成日錯嘅，就係 there 同埋 there。你 Q 見到，幫我改埋Raquel 嗰份先。Raquel 我知你4點半啊，我盡快啊，我跟住會講 writing。 OK 啊，request send 翻俾你先，唔錯啊。
其實我想問咧，佢
係，
係都係即係可能話$5 discount 定係$5 discount？
我哋睇下有冇 hyphen 啫嘛。你擺個
唔係
hyphen
唔
你
係，即係 I mean dollar 定
係
dollars？因為我記得，
咪就係
因為我覺得係
有冇
哦
hyphen 啊？
hyphen
有冇
哦
hyphenate？係啊，明唔明啊？啊，通常呢個喺除非佢特登攞出嚟講啊，如果唔係正常唔係太大問題嘅，明唔明啊？呢啲
OK
字唔係
OK，
好。嗱呢個咧考試咧，如果喺呢份嚟講，屬於唔係太深啊，唔係太難 handle 啊。好，我改啊，你 Q 到你啦，我改你嗰份啦。即係嗱，阿 Record 答翻你個問題啊。即係話，如果佢假設佢要嗰題係嗰 part 係好淺嘅，佢要攞嚟做一個 adjustment，我成日都講噶啦，咩 adjustment 咧，咁就有機會啦。啊，即係如果好多嘢都可以錯嘅，其實
有一版冇改到。
有咩邊版？
page 8即係
睇先。
feedback on their certificates 嗰版。
page eight，等等啊，你話死唔死？page eight 係喎，啱，你講得啱，我完全冇改到。不如咁，你一陣你改，我冇，唔好意思，我改嗰份，我費事，我好難抄翻嗰份出嚟啊！我冇 rename 佢啊，我好我揾唔，我要我或者我改埋你 call 嗰份先。咁如無意外，你嗰4題應該啱嘅，咁咧就即係再加4分咯。啊，所以咧考試真係有機會咧即係改錯，即係會搞錯嘅會。即係我講定先，即係如果考試萬一咧，你考試考出嚟發覺同你 expect 唔同咧，點解啲人會查卷嘅原因係咁咯。你阿 Ricardo 你個 speaking 點啊？
有一個講得麻麻地嘅人喺度 dominate 咯，之後佢
係。
佢講咗差唔多3分幾鐘，差唔多4分鐘。
Oh no！但係咁另外嗰兩個咧
另外嗰兩個有一個就係
啊，
唔算全跛嘅，但係即係佢真係可能 level 2、3嘅感覺啦。
係
之後有一個就應該係即係後來我同佢傾偈，佢話佢平時都係4個domain都係4嗰啲啦。
係
之後仲有我咯，即係同埋一個差唔多，可能我覺得佢 level four 左右
係
一個 dominant 嘅人咯。
係
之後但係我哋有一 part 就係嗰個人 dom 咗太多次啦，之後有一 part 係最後一 part，之後要
係
差唔多得翻1分鐘啊嘛，之後3個人答聲咯，3個人答
係
聲之後，即係嗰陣時好似我就係講咗1分幾鐘，之後3個人答聲，我就好大聲咁 cover 晒佢哋另外兩個，之後
係。
講多咗1分鐘咯，
你 totally 大概講幾多個 turn 幾多次啊？
講咗3個 turn，差唔多2分鐘
係
有嘅，係咯。
係 OK，
即係我
咁
係嗰個，我係 talent show 嗰個咯。
係
即
OK
係個 individual response 好似係咩 should should students develop their artistic aspects instead of academic aspects？ 整體嚟講有少少亂咯，但係即係我都講咗，即係我都即係我哋 group 唔係咁好咯，但係我都講咗2分幾鐘。
OK，係啊，我就係即係一出去考試咧，嗱你即係真係有 expectation 咧，出去考試咧會同你嗰個，我都講過我以前嗰個學生啦，出到去爭啲喊，考中文爭啲喊啦，即係有陣時唔係你理想中係咁樣，但係有陣時會爭啲啲咯。咁但係如果你喺咁嘅情況都表現得 OK，咁就 OK 咯，咁樣
但係我哋
你自己
組係算激烈㗎咯，即係真係有爭嘅情況。
我都聽有啲另外一啲學生就話佢睇先，我睇埋先啦。OK，唔好意思啊，我要因為我改完嗱嗱聲集中改埋佢先，一講嘢咧就會分心啊。我改到 task three 啦。OK，好，最後2版。好，last page。好，我加埋啲分先。好，OK，你 close 翻俾你。咪考試咧最憎咧係啲人生人霸死地啊！即係佢唔俾你講，佢即係喂，我總之
其實
我
佢唔
點啊？
即係佢唔係話真係話好爭嘢講，但係佢會好似 lead 緊你嘅 conversation，但係佢係嗰隻我將個波拋俾你，之後你答完之後，我會即刻接翻個波，唔俾下一個講嗰啲咯。
係即係
即係你
佢好 想做個 leading 嘅角色咯，想做咯，
係啊係啊，
但係就冇呢一個實際能力咯。我想講啊，就算你第時出嚟翻工都有啲人㗎
係，
，OK，
即係我覺得佢
一樣
係有少少 try hard 得滯咯，佢
係啊，因為佢知自己嘅英文唔得噶嘛。係啊，喂，我快啲啊，喂你答半啊。嗱，咁咧就
係
disposable cups 啦，OK，呢個 $2 discount 咧，冇我就唔開呢個啦，唔使開嗰個啦。咁咧就你兩個都 OK，係中間有少少問題啦。就 collect 15 stamps to get a free drink，咁呢個冇問題啦。On Fridays and weekends 跟住 habit as requested，unless requested 咁樣啦。recyclable materials 咁樣，咁咧就 have to manage their waste。OK，recycling bin。OK，咁樣啦，跟住咧就係啦，咁呢 part 我記得冇問題嘅，OK 冇問題嘅第一 part 係去到呢度咧嗱，所以有陣時佢就會捉你啊，去到呢度咧係突然間咧係會好快，所以結果就會寫唔切啦，會係有陣時會係咁樣嘅，咁咧就係 social networking pages 啦，putting up posters，putting up，跟住啦 cost effective 啦，同埋 help build a brand image。你講我見你係會盡量有啲答案咧，如果你可能寫得唔係好寫唔切嘅時候咧。你會用翻自己字眼，有好多時都 OK 嘅，得唔得？不過盡可能啊，你盡可能咧係用翻佢啲字眼，得唔得？盡可能啊，嗱，所以頭先見我先講過下嘢，我要停一停咧。如果你個字眼係同佢一模一樣咧，咁我唔使用腦嘅。但係你發覺唔係喎，你嗰個完全唔同喎，我要消化下你個意思先，咁樣佢諗都 OK 咁個人嗰度咧就會因為可能你嗰下你會聽唔到，因為講人咧其實咧，如果你記得我哋開頭咧。最開頭嘅時候你兩個都唔喺度。咁嗰陣時做有一份practice paper 嘅時候咧，咁嗰份係會有個A 做乜嘢，B 做乜嘢咁樣，係你唔好 assume 佢係咁樣，因為佢講嘅時候係大家已經 assume 係大家知道大家個角色㗎，你當係大家已經好熟悉嘅，就唔會話邊個你做邊個同邊個你做乜嘢啦咁樣，唔會講得咁清晰㗎。所以轉頭你嗰啲人物關係留意得唔清楚咧，你就會 miss 咗啦。好啦，跟住啦後邊啦。呢個啦就 light durable one year persistence 咁呢個嗱佢正在嗱，如果你寫咗唔係 adjective 咧都 OK 嘅，不過咧就係 adjective 嚟嘅。dishwasher 啦，OK 香港就冇乜人用啦。嗱 ask for an eco cup 咁 wash the cup。Now they return the cup to the shop 或者 to cafe aroma。咁另外咧 get a refund of $3。另外或者 get a $3 discount。OK on their next cup of coffee。require 可以其實咧figures 寫數字得㗎啦。明唔明啊？幾多錢嗰啲就唔使成個字寫出嚟嘅因為我驚你有陣時會可能佢咁樣會，你 OK 嘅冇問題，不過驚有陣時會失誤咯。尤其是長啲嘅數字1 month 啦，OK，跟住啦 wash it with warm water 啦 ，short replacement fee 啦，remind the customer that to use the new cup carefully，OK，跟住啦會 help reduce waste 同埋會 lower running cost。咁咧跟住冇啦呢度咁樣，咁咧就呢度咧。好似有啲問題，好似我因為頭先改得好急好似係漏緊啲嘢嘅，我唔記得咗邊個啦，係漏緊少少嘢，漏緊個尾好似係OK，好似係你望一望自己望一望咁跟住咧就係task free 啦，咁呢個 OK 啦，3 times a week 啦，well designed，don't have their own tumblers，tumblers 係嗰啲平底杯通常啲人我哋飲嗰啲whisky 嗰啲咁，佢個 tumblers 個 image 係咁樣嘅，然後中間有一粒好大嘅冰喺度咧，可以 tumble 俾 tumble 咁樣嘅，所以 tumblers 咁嘅意思啦。嗱，reusing coffee cups is better than recycling single-use cup。咁呢度咧小心要同我呢度就後邊爭啲啦。逢親長啲嘅答案咧就寫好啲，得唔得？咁跟住咧就 offer more sizes for eco cup 啦 ，put up signs to promote the scheme，extend the eco cup due date。因為我好擔心咧，就係我有樣嘢好擔心就係話，其實而家佢嗰啲 markers 嗰個質素譬如好簡單，我有個朋友，佢當年俾人掟咗出嚟嘅。掟咗出嚟咧，就話佢嗰個話佢嗰個做呢個 speaking 嘅 examiner 咧，佢唔達標啊！佢點樣 check 你咧？就係話咧，你俾完分之後咧，佢同你係佢公唔公平就係你自己決定啦，你自己諗啦。佢咧就話會同佢其他卷嘅分數比啊。如果發現咧你俾個分數出嚟咧，即係 speaking 俾個分數出嚟咧，係同其他嗰啲咁樣嘅佢其他卷咧係個 variation 好大咧，即係譬如可能佢本身考得好差嘅，你俾佢好好嘅。係個 speaking，調翻轉都得，OK，調翻轉都得，咁樣咁咧，佢衡量過之後咧，就會同你講，以後你唔俾做噶。佢曾經收過啲封信嘅，而家繼續俾，而家呢個年代繼續有得做，咁明唔明我意思啊？所以咧，我想話你真係改卷，sorry 唔係改卷，你做呢啲時候盡量跟佢字眼啦。我驚出邊啲 marker 咧，總之你唔同字眼，佢唔俾翻你。 七啦，OK，好啦，跟住啦，friend crowd 睇睇啦，friendly and energetic，OK，willing to share their coffee knowledge。嗱，hot drinks are sometimes not hot enough 或者 lukewarm 啦，我哋記得2013年嗰個 paper 啊，lukewarm 即係唔當唔熱啦。但 could offer more low sugar drinks 咁呢四個啦，OK。好啦，咁跟住咧就後邊另外咧就呢個啦，最後咧 task four 啦，30 days zero food waste challenge。OK，咁另外咧，she thinks that social media influencer 香港叫 KOL，OK 咁其實呢個名就如果英文呢個好啲嘅。That should play a bigger part in raising the public's environmental awareness 咁呢個又係比較長嘅答案啦。嗱，she order far too much food every time，OK she order every time。你要拍嘢嘛Now going green is a trend now, okay? It helps lower costs. They allow staff members to take it home. They donate it to food banks. 叫 leftover 咧係記住呢個字比較特別啲，第一個字嚟嘅。第二咧呢一個咧冇 s 咧係 adjective 嚟嘅，有 s 咧就係有 s 尾咧係一個 noun 嚟嘅，得唔得？咁跟住咧 she usually visit coffee houses that sells fair trade coffee 啦。咁呢個咧就都我相信，如果攞出嚟考會有好多同學唔識㗎咁跟住咧 repelling 嗱呢個就小心啲啦。OK，我唔係好寫到即係話去驅中文即係驅 insects，absorbing others in refrigerators 呢個你 call 你寫後邊寫好少少as a natural cleaning product 有 product 呢個字啦。OK，好啦，去到最尾啦，就 it provides a platform that unites people who care about the environment。另外咧，small change 呢個冇問題啦，small changes can make a big difference 好，O 唔 OK？OK 咧，我哋跟住如果你要走先，你走先。咁跟住，
我就先啦，拜拜。
OK，好，拜拜，拜拜。咁咧，我跟住Nicole，我哋繼續講嗰個 writing 喂，Nicole，我想問你個 speaking 考成點啊？
我未考，今日考。
未啊？OK。你聽翻啲同學 O 唔 OK 啊？講出嚟。
我就係聽過一兩個講，即係都係話出面啲人同學校要爭好遠。
係啊，你係協恩嘛？係咪？我冇記錯。
係。
係咯，梗係爭好遠啦。即係我出邊嗰個出邊嗰啲學生直頭係有一啲係即係最嚴重嗰啲咧，真係咧個老師會同佢講，喂，記住出去講I agree with you，OK，嗰類嘢啦，唔係起碼都爭1分半，可以攞翻1分2分啦，咁樣噶。咁嗰啲去到我聽見之後咧，正常咧唔會叫我係唔會叫學生講呢啲嘢嘅。但係我諗完嗰啲學生嘅情況咧，係個老師講得啱啊，佢唔講呢啲會死嘅。即係有啲咁嘅人啦，或者頭先佢有講啲人啦，生人霸死地啦，你小心嗰啲啦。如果你遇到個情況，佢咁樣咧，咁樣霸住嚟講咧，你要出多啲聲，唔可以同人客氣嘅。OK，唔可以同人客氣嘅。咁另外就係話，我係驚你個感覺咧係靜少少，我係驚呢樣嘢，明唔明啊？即係你要 active 少少會好啲咯。如果你太即係會好似斯文咗啲啊。你譬如話，好似喺我星期六嗰陣時，我去 practice 嘅時候咧，因為其他幾個都好 active 變咗你咪相對咪斯文啲咯。即係我知有陣時女仔會係咁樣嘅，但係記住考試唔好咁咯。考試咁係你自己唔着數嘅，知唔知啊？你有冇咩擔心啊？
都係驚俾人，即係啲人好 aggressive 嗰啲。
冇㗎，你嗰刻要係 tough up 㗎，你要話俾自己聽，我要做到㗎。唔係嘅話嗱，你記住你嗰10分鐘你嗰8分鐘講唔到嘢就講唔到嘢㗎啦，明唔明啊？係驚，個個都驚㗎啦。正常去到咩？去到咁嘅情況啊，即係去到你要識得唔客氣㗎啦。因為你出到去，即係呢個就無論你就算係第時出嚟做呢個 career market 又好乜都好，其實好多人好衰格㗎即係你呢個係俾你第一次係遇到咯，咁但係就即係唔係最後一次咯，明唔明啊？好，咁咧呢個遲一步先呢個，我有2題我想講嘅，呢個啦，呢個容易講啲，OK，好，咁咧就嗱呢個我 send 俾你先，你 Zoom 收唔收到噶？定係 WhatsApp 啊
Zoom 咯，OK。
OK，好，咁我 Zoom 個 send 俾你，因為我呢邊冇，費事開 WhatsApp。聽咗。 呢、個比較麻煩啲嘅呢個。Okay, now you are representing your class at an inter-class debating competition. The motion is electronic games do more harm than good. 咁咧，嗱，right to debate speech arguing for or against the motion 嗱，我想講嘅考試可以咧，考試佢可以咧係一個好譬如話曾經真係出過啲咩題目咧，我講以前 A level 啊，話 mobile phone 大概個 topic 係咁樣噶，mobile phones are the most useless 仲唔知仲有咩？仲有個 adjective 我唔記得咗嘅 device ever invented。總之，mobile phone 喺度最冇用、最唔等使、最無聊咁類似咁嘅嘢啦嘅 device ever invented。跟住咧，叫你 write an argumentative essay 定唔知咩嘢嗰個我唔記得 test type 啦，叫你係去 support 佢。哇，咁啊難寫啦。OK 咁就好難寫啦，因為而家喺呢個世代，mobile phone 其實個個都有嘅。你要係 against 佢喎，咁你就好難寫啦。咁呢個 OK 㗎，呢個就話你去 for 或者 against，我覺得 for 同 against 都係當然 against 就容易寫啲啦。OK，唔係，sorry for 先寫，do more harm 嚟嘅 for 係容易寫啲啦，係嘛？咁 against 你自己諗啦。OK，嗱，我想你諗一諗，睇下你有咩 point。你初步諗落去，你有咩 point 先？初步啊，你覺得你係邊邊？你會覺得你多嘢講啲。
for 嗰邊。
課嗰邊係 OK。嗱，我俾10分鐘你諗一諗，考試真係諗清楚先，就唔係話淨係諗啲大嘅 topic sentence 出嚟，諗好少少你點去個 elaboration。At least 我睇2至3個 arguments，最好3個。明唔明啊？咁啊諗清楚，同埋3個 argument 嗰2個係好3個嗰個 arguments 咧係要 distinct，就唔好似差唔多樣嘅，差唔多即係好似嗱咩叫差唔多樣咧？譬如話可能你改文，我哋改文就成日最好興啊！你改完篇文之後咧，喂頭先個學生講咩啊？唔係，譬如頭先個學生嗰篇文得唔得啊？都 OK 嘅，都冇離題嘅。佢講咩啊？唔係好記得咯喎。點解會令你唔係好記得咧？就係因為啲 point 咧好似差唔多樣，唔係好清晰，浮唔到出嚟啊！你記住，你如果假設你係講一個好，你有個 opinion 講嘅話，你講完你要最好令人記得啊！你令人哋唔記得嘅話，即係你篇文嗰啲 point 唔夠強，明唔明我意思啊？咁其中一個幫你強唔強嘅咧，就話你究竟嗰啲 idea 係咪 distinctive 啊？係嘛？係咪即係話可以分辨到好清晰？即係我成日同學生講，我就話好似中史咁樣啊！我哋個朝代興亡，政治方面、經濟方面、民生方面。OK，你有冇讀中史都好，都應該初中有讀過，咁你應該明㗎。政治民生咁，即係而家講就好清晰，係完全不同嘅嘢嚟嘅。咁你如果可以諗到啲 point 咁就 OK 啦，得唔得？我俾10分鐘你諗一諗，好冇啊？然後我哋討論下，開始。 記住啊，你佢諗清楚咧，你嗰個點講咧？即係你可以諗下，唔係喎，我呢邊個 point 好似拗啲嘢，好似好一般嘅啫喎，即係唔係諗唔到，但係好似冇乜好 sharp 嘅 points 喎。咁你可以調翻轉嘅，嗰個未必係你實際上，記住唔係問你實際意見。OK，有啲同學咧，佢係唔知點解，尤其是男仔啊，女仔好啲。男仔咧會突然間咧問佢好似突然間上身咁樣嘅，跟住咧就會好強烈意見啦，即係喺呢篇文去發表佢偉論嘅。你記住，真係即我成日同嗰啲同學講，我話你最終睇呢篇文嗰個係得一個 marker，sorry 唔好意思，兩個 markers 係嗰兩個人嘅咋啊？咁樣，除非你去查卷啦。咁你舉嗰兩個 marker 嘅時候，其實你想發表真係發表你偉論，你去上連登啦。你唔好喺度講啊！你喺度係愛嚟攞分嘅，所以呢度係諗點樣可以將你做到最好，明唔明啊？就嗰啲 point 要 sharp 嘅。 好，Nicole 點樣？你有冇係保持翻定係點樣？
我變咗阿 Games 個 motion。
係點樣？
我第一個諗嘅係，即係有啲 electronic games 其實係即係相對性係有教育意義啲嘅，即係例如我自己可能有玩數獨嗰啲，其實可以 train 到自己可能諗嘢諗快啲咁樣，
係
或者嗰啲可能，因為我之前學校個歷史嘅老師就話佢以前好唔中意歷史，但係因為玩咗某啲 game 之後，開始對歷史有興趣，之後會更加想去。即係為咗想玩個 game 玩得好啲，會特登去鑽研嗰啲歷史，所以就
嗱，非常之好。但係我想問你個 topic sentence 係乜嘢？因為呢個 debate speech 類似 debate speech 嚟嘅，個 topic sentence 就好 sharp 嘅。
可
你
能係
你呢個 example 係好啱嘅，但係個 topic sentence 係乜嘢？
electronic games 係即係 educational，
OK，好，繼續啦，係 good，係
所以其實呢啲 electronic games 係可以令到啲人更加願意去學習，或者係可以令到啲人可能提升佢哋嘅 creativity，或者令到佢哋諗
嗯
嘢可能會應變能力會好啲。
嗯啱，我覺得係啊。雖然我冇打機，OK，我認真講，真係覺得係噶，係 good，繼續啊，
之後第二個就係、其實玩嗰啲 video games 係可以 release stress，因為香港尤其是係可能喺學業方面都比較大壓力，咁有陣時可能玩嗰啲電子遊戲就可以令到啲人暫時去逃離一下現實，之後去進入一個比較虛擬嘅世界，咁可以喺嗰度獲得一啲可能滿足感或者成就感，咁可以令到
嗯
佢哋可以暫時即係可以舒緩佢哋對現實嘅一啲壓力。
嗯，OK，呢一個 OK，呢一個第二個 point 就 OK 啲，都 OK，不過咧就呢個 point 我驚 comment 個頭，OK，不過睇咁你第三個咧
我話第三個可以學到一啲 interpersonal skills。
係點解？
例如 teamwork，因為有啲 game 可能 PUBG 或者可能一啲團隊嘅 game，你會識到一啲
嗯
friend，之後你就同嗰
嗯
啲人去合作去打一啲敵人或者去贏。咁你喺嗰個過程中就可以學識點樣去同人溝通或者一啲 division of labour，咁你就可以將呢啲 skills 去 apply 落去你現實世界嗰度。
你見過未先？真實生活冇係咪啊？
冇。
唔緊要，但係我真實生活見過，唔係佢反而唔係 teamwork。我嗰陣時我見有個學生咧，即係我去一間嗰啲 Band Three 學校咧，Band Three 頭咧定 Band Three 中間咧，佢教嗰間學校嘅 enhancement course 啊，咁咧就係中六嘅啦學生嚟㗎啦。咁咧有個成班嗱，老實講，嗰啲學生最勁嗰個都係攞 level four 㗎咋，即係嗰間學校嚟講，咁咧就唔係好得嘅。咁其中有個學生咧，我見佢咧，喂，哇，英文咁勁嘅！嗰口英文無論講出嚟或者寫出嚟都 OK 喎。我跟住我即係開始熟啦，同埋佢覺得佢學校啲老師好唔掂㗎，所以佢相對我去教佢，佢好尊重我。OK，即係因為即係始終我可能我教到佢啲嘢啦，咁樣咁啊，跟住我就到熟咗啲，我問佢：你英文喺邊度學翻嚟㗎？佢話我打機學翻嚟㗎。跟住，因為唔係我就好老實問佢，我話既然你入得呢間學校，即係當年啊，Form One 啊，即係你個英文即係小學個成績唔係幾好啦，係嘛？你小學排位嘅時候，你係平均試啊嘛，咁樣咁你點解會入呢間學校咧？咁即係你唔好，咁你跟住你考英文，你點學翻嚟？佢打機學翻嚟嘅，我就嚇，我真係我嗰次我真係好嚇親，我好 impress，我犀利喎！佢無論佢識嘅生字又好，乜都好處，或者佢講個口英文又好，因為佢同人打機真係開晒即係開晒 chat room 啊，開晒 chat 咁去打咩我真係唔知啊，我答你唔到啊，咁就變咗我見過我就令我刮目相看啊。OK，真係好嚇親咯啊！咁幾好，仲有冇咩 point 啊？阿 Nicole
我有個 rebuttal，可能就係啲人會覺得打
係
機對健康唔好，例如嗰啲 electronic device 可能會有啲藍光，可能會傷害隻
嗯
眼，即係可能就
嗯
會發覺話其實即係你咁普通用電話，其實都會有嗰啲藍光，唔係就係打機先會有，或者可能有啲人會覺得打機會令到啲人可能會更加有嚴重嘅寒背，但係其實可能你有陣時温書或者 讀書即係睇書，你姿勢唔好，其實都會有，即係呢啲 health problem 唔係因為打機而有，亦可能係你純粹生活上一啲姿勢唔啱先會有。
我俾個 point 你，知唔知其實啲人點解寒背啊？知唔知點解？寒背個原因咧，唔係話因為當然有啲人你見過好似咁樣，好似咁樣嗰類啦。點解會咁咧？其實我哋個頭好重嘅，知唔知啊？人嘅頭好重嘅，幾重我唔記得咗幾重啦，幾多 kilo 我唔記得咗啦。即係啲人去度過啦。其實你個上身啊呢個位，你要 support 個頭咧，其實係好辛苦嘅。咁有啲人如果冇做開運動咧，叫做你聽過咩叫 core strength 啊？聽過未啊？core
聽
個 strength。你個 core strength 嘅 core muscle 唔夠嘅話咧，其實你會導致有時即係你譬如你個脊椎，你可唔可以唔係淨係靠啲骨噶嘛，靠肌肉噶嘛？你可唔可以 support 到你個頭？就其實有冇運動啊？咁嗰陣時，譬如嗰啲好勁嗰啲咧，嗰啲運動員，譬如好似保特，知唔知個 Usain Bolt 唔知有冇聽過？佢退咗役噶啦，退咗役噶啦，或者佢好多 Jamaican 咧，佢哋跑短跑好犀利嘅。咁跟住咧，同佢去做嗰啲，我唔知咩 scan、CT scan 定乜鬼啊，唔記得咗咩 scan 啦。佢睇到佢個核心肌肉係好犀利嘅，係啊咁樣。咁所以咧，佢哋先可以個爆炸力咁勁啊。咁樣再加埋，如果啲即係當然我哋唔係講運動員啦，或者一般人咧，你其實就係佢唔運動咯。你打機又好，你坐屋企又好，睇電視又好，你坐喺度你唔喐嘅話，你咪結果咁咯。OK，好，咁我 send 翻呢個俾你啦。咁啊，我嗱嗱聲開始講啦。我哋嗰個想問你學校咧呢2-3年走得多唔多人啊？
老師定學生？
學生先啦。
學生其實相對地少，
少啊，即係譬如你 Form 4到而家走幾多個度啊？唔係唔係，
我諗
你講，
10幾廿個。
咁唔多喎。即係走，咁佢都有，你都因為你協恩應該，你因為而家係直資學校啊嘛，你應該係佢都有新嘅學生加入啦，係嘛？定係冇啊？不過
係
中四啲
有
係咯，有咯。OK，因為我聽見其他學校咧，或者呢班嗰啲同學嗰啲其他學校咧，都走得好緊要啊，有啲走一半添嘛。中四到而家，咁所以我就想睇你學校。咁老師咧，老師好似我記得
老師
問過你話，老師都有走係嘛？
有一年走得多，但係即係有一半都唔係移民咯，純粹係對學校嗰啲內政唔滿意，所以走。
我都同你講過㗎，嗰陣時譬如我之前教你16年啦，不過都好多年前啊，嗰個學生當年嗰個後尾嗰個學生佢協恩，佢都話咗佢係最後嗰1-2屆係津校嘅。你知以前係協恩係津校嚟㗎嘛？咁佢話到升咗直資，轉咗直資之後，佢覺得變咗間學校。變咗佢唔係咁 OK，佢覺得，即係佢見到無論同學又好，間學校 overall 嚟講，因為你變咗直資，其實商業化咗嘅間學校咁可能你明啦好多跟住有好多問題啦。好，咁我哋講翻呢度先啦。咁呢個啦，呢個 speech 啦，咁咧就同你個都係呢邊嘅。OK，其實呢邊就容易發揮啲嘅。Good morning, everyone. Now, those who are skeptical of electronic games often claim that they do more harm than good, especially in the case of young players. After all, as there are frequent reports about crimes believed to be linked to computer game， 呢個成日都講嘅，尤其是嗰啲由是開始咧，喺 around 90幾年定2000年年代開始有啲比較暴力啲嘅 games 咁啲人就開始講啦。OK it has been suggested， 留意下Nicole 或者總之睇翻 video 嘅同學啦，咁咧就記住咧就係、我哋好多時個討論呢個current affairs 係用 present perfect tense 嘅。OK， 因為點解用 present perfect 咧？因為由以前到而家。OK 得唔得？It has been suggested that computer games' negative impact is immense and has caused the rise of the otaku, culture, a special social phenomenon observed in Japan where a young person is obsessed with part of the popular culture to the point of being antisocial 啦。好似香港，如果香港都有㗎，香港咧係邊啲咧？就係嗰啲好中意巴士嗰啲啊！哇，你有冇見過啲人啊？好恐怖！OK，嗰啲個樣一睇知，即係我唔係好想咩嘢，但係你見到個樣係有啲問題嘅，有啲就甩埋牙咁樣，次次都衝去睇嗰啲咩地鐵啊，第一班車啊嗰啲咧。Such association have given computer games a bad name, with few people pausing to think whether such negativity about computer games is well justified， 係咪真係咁 justified 咧？好啦，跟住啦 I believe the claims that computer games do more harm than good is unfounded, and here are some of the reasons。你留意喺 debate speech 記住係要講啲要夠 strong。 得唔得？嗱，first of all。And common criticism of computer games is that they discourage social interaction. Now, in reality, modern computer games are mostly played with multiple players who interact online. 好似我頭先咁講啦。Now, many of them come with a live chat function with which the players can speak to each other in real time. Now, with this age of technology, where face-to-face verbal communication has been steadily decreasing, 呢個就真嘅嚇。This amount of shared communication is very significant, which makes computer games an engaging social activity. OK， 咁啦。第二個啦 ，I would like to further point out that 就有一個 transition，由一點去轉去另一點啊。The claim that electronic games are harmful is an outdated sweeping statement that ignores the fact that computer games are now widely recognized by the education sector as an important educational tool. 咁呢個你都講咗啦。If computer games do more harm than good, why are there so many schools using them to assist and support interactive learning in the classroom? In fact, with their interactive gameplay and eye-catching graphics, computer games make knowledge acquisition a fun and engaging process 咁就等於好似你個 history 老師咁講啦，會有興趣原因係咁啦。And they also encourage students to learn from productive failure. As trial and error plays a massive role in gaming 係啦，呢個都係嘅。你錯咗衰咗咪再嚟過咯，OK 得唔得啊？我打唔到機咧，如果我老實講就因為哎呀好似好容易衰嘅，佢唔打啦咁樣，其實都唔係一件好事嚟㗎。OK，咁當然係咪好事我唔敢講啦。我可能我冇沉迷打機啦，咁但係變咗就好似打一個轉頭好輸咗嘅，所以我之後就冇乜興趣玩啦。呢個就 trial and error 呢樣嘢啦。第三啦 ，there have also been 有啲 plus and perfect tense claims that computer games trigger violent behavior，OK， 暴力行為啦。However, there exists a wide gap between violent computer games and violent behavior in reality. When it comes to violent content, there are many forms of entertainment that are just as guilty as computer games, such as films and TV dramas. Even children's literature, classic like Grimm's fairy tales, 格林童話 ，OK， 嗱 feature scenes of blood and gore 即係好血腥啊，即係意思 gore 直頭係嗰啲即係死啊，或者嗰啲殺人，即嚴重受傷嗰啲叫 gore 啦。And that's considered violent by some. Ultimately, how much a person is influenced by violent content depends on their personal background. 嗱 upbringing and other social factor 呢個係真嘅。OK， 點解嗰啲人咁暴力咧？點解美國有槍係咪個個人都會拿槍去周街肥人咧？不過有一個已經死得㗎啦。Many researchers looking into the matter have not been able to establish definite causality 即係個因果關係啊。between video games and violent behaviour 呢個都好多 research 講過啦。咁但係嗰 research 背後邊個俾錢嘅我就唔記得咗啦。好緊要啊，係啲遊戲機公司早俾錢出嚟嘅 research 咁你明啦嚇。Computer games are often taken as an easy scapegoat 係解代罪羔羊 for violence and antisocial behavior. But this is an incorrect and unfair assumption. I would like to conclude by restating my disagreement with the notion that computer games do more harm than good. Computer games are a social activity which has proven to be meaningful and educational. They do not necessarily encourage violent crime or behavior. They are not so different from reading a book or watching a film. Now pick the right one, and society as a whole can benefit from them.Thank you. OK， 咁呢個係一個 debate speech 啦。咁記住，我雖然之前教過 debate speech， 但係我話唔使 stick 做好多嘢嘅，有個樣俾人睇得㗎啦。因為你唔係真係去 debate 啫，明唔明啊？好唔好 ？Nicole。OK，好，因為我跟住5點有堂啦，咁我哋星期六見啦，好冇？努力啲，有文就可以作俾我，好冇？
好，
好啦，好，拜拜 ，Nicole， 拜拜，
拜拜。
拜拜。